I am plagued with questions. Okay, I'll just come right out and say it. What on earth are you wearing? Greetings the world of the internet, I am the great Matthew Squeak, and welcome to Squirrel Talk Review. What is this? Really, what is this? This thing has been plaguing my Netflix screen for about a year, taunting me to have a look at it. Just look at this thing. What on earth is she wearing? And take a look at this. Ugh. Why? Why do we have people dressed in such ridiculous attires? Oh, maybe the description will shed some light into this. Let's see here. As teenager, she's in love with him, but he's oblivious. As superheroes, he's in love with her, but she's just annoyed. I haven't even pressed play yet, and we're already heading in some extreme levels of teen drama. Is this going to be the main focus of the show? A huge helping of will they, won't they cheese, with a small dash of super something on the side and an extra dash of whatever you call this? But perhaps I am being a bit too harsh straight off the bat. You know what they say, don't judge a book by its cover. It's bright red polka dotted cover. After all, this thing has come all the way from France to see me, and so far they've had a pretty good track record of impressing me, so maybe this one will be my new favorite show to binge watch. So this is Miraculous, the tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir? Really? Was that the best you could come up with? No, just start the opening.
In the daytime, I'm Marinette. Just a normal girl with a normal life. But there's something about me that no one knows yet.
Is it that you have a fetish for running around in a skin-tight rubber suit? I think we know that one. Yep, that's it. So far, not impressed. I don't have any idea what any of this is. And it's starting to look like the main focus is going to be this teen will they, won't they cheese. So this is the episode, the bubbles everywhere, bubbles, the bubbler. Are you trying to make me laugh? Is that what this is? Is this supposed to be funny? So the bubbler starts off by meeting our main character, Marionette.
That's French.
The one that's in love with him, but I don't know, this whole thing is too complicated already.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
What is that, your catchphrase?
You know, at this point, it'd be nice if we could learn a little bit more about, or we'll go meet this guy.
Oh, plague!
What unholy abomination is that? I guess it wasn't important. Now we can learn about this girl.
I'll do it! Have a nice day, sweetie. Happy birthday! Have a nice day!
We learn she has a mother. And a big-time stalker crush on this guy. Maybe he has more character traits other than Demon Whisperer.
Your schedule, Adrian?
Thanks, Natalie. Hey, my father get back to you about my birthday party?
Well, he doesn't think it would be a good idea.
He's rich, I think, with an absent father. I guess that's a bit more character traits than Stalker Girl. Bubbles! There's more bubbles! Bubbles! At school, Adrian and his hippie friend are still heartbroken about the no birthday party thing, and it's time for Stalker Girl to make her move.
Insist!
You can do it! You can do it! I can do it! I can do it!
This is weird! This is weird! You know, it kind of reminds me of that well, what is that word? How do you say that word? Enemy? Enemy. Alright. Look, do you know how hard it was for me to learn English? Back to what I was saying, this show kind of reminds me of that anime style. The overly bouncy nature of the characters, the way they have their arms wave all over the place, and for a computer-animated anime imitation, it actually looks really good. It's bright, it's colorful, it's creative, and the bouncy nature of the characters does make them entertaining. If only Marionette would develop more characteristics. Her attempts for flirtation are foiled by the typical mean girl with her lapdog accessory.
Ugh, do I have to do everything myself?
Why do these lapdog girls put up with so much flack? After seeing all the abuse they get, you wonder why they want to do anything for someone like this.
What did you get him? I didn't. You did. And it better be amazing, and it better not be late.
The gift-giving window comes to a close as Adrian has to head off to...
Gotta go. Photo shoot.
Photo shoot? Are you famous? Are you the French Justin Bieber? Is that who you are? Look, I just pressed play on Netflix, and this was the first episode that came up. So am I missing something? I understand this one is like that one, and so does this one, but a little bit more exposition would help me understand what's going on here. Marionette goes to his rich house and delivers the package, but oops, she forgot to sign the note. Meanwhile, Adrian's best friend tries to plead the pro-party cause, but Father of the Year here has this to say.
I decide what's best for my son. In fact, I've just decided you're a bad influence and you're not welcome in my house ever again. Leave now!
So, no party and no more best friend. Why? Reasons? Just a little explanation for the things you do would be nice. Is it your reputation? Are you worried about someone going to abduct your royal prince? Are you royalty? Is that what you are? You can't just be a nuthole squashing fun for the sake of doing so. So finally, something actually interesting happens, which is not more of this won't they, will they cheese. As Adrian's friend's hatred of party pooper adults boils, we meet this guy.
Friend, but feeling powerless. How frustrating. It won't be long before frustration turns to anger.
Who's definitely not Mr. Father of the Year who's never around. Definitely not the same person at all. And he sends out a butterfly to transform the frustrated teen into this thing.
No more adults means total freedom! This is so sweet!
You look like Baymax if he had gone through a blender. And he has the power over bubbles! These cursed bubbles! And he traps all the adults in bubbles! And shoots them off into space. So now it's time for the superhero side of this love triangle drama. Oh, wait, I think there's a bug on the screen. Hold on, I'll get it. Yeah. I think it's a part of the screen. Oh, it's part of the show. So whatever this thing is, it gives her the power to...
How long is this going to take?
I suddenly realize what I am watching in this anime imitation. People being corrupted into monsters, an overly extended transformation scene. It's Sailor Moon. In fact, this whole people turning into monsters thing is one of the earlier story arcs of the show. Okay, look, my sister was the one that was obsessed with the show, not me, okay? Have you met her? When she wants the remote, you give her the remote. So hero and villain finally meet, and he goes through that cliched task of monologuing his entire plan.
Day, little dudes! The adults are taking the day off, so make the most of it! No chores, no homework, no more nagging, just...
I mean, a guy has me on a platter, and he won't shut up.
And we're back to Adrian, who discovers the second phase of the Bubblers' plan. A birthday party. So diabolical.
Come on, everybody! I brought you here to party! So dance, or else you'll join the adults up in the sky!
Dance until you die!
We take a moment for not Adrian's father to remind us he's the evil mastermind in all of this, and right back to the action.
Problem, relax. You're getting the party you always wanted.
I mean, this little imp convinces our hero to go out and party. You really are the little devil on the shoulder.
I'm gonna lead you down the path that rocks.
So now the mean girl puts her plan into action to get to first base with Adrian. But never fear, our brightly colored hero is here, and she unleashes her ultimate power.
Lucky Charm!
Give it a second.
A record?
All of that for a stupid record. And how is that supposed to foil this guy anyway? Oh, it wasn't meant to stop our villain with questionable choices in headgear. It was meant to foil Mean Girl's amorous attempts. What an incredibly selfish act, you single-minded, tight-wearing lunatic! But hey, heroes have to make tough decisions all the time. Do you save a whole tram full of people, or the girl you made out with in the rain? It's practically the same thing. So now that that's out of the way, we can finally get into the butt whipping.
Dude, who just hijacked my mix?
Yours truly. Yeah! Better bug out quick before I change back to normal.
What?
Marinette! It was an emergency. Yeah, if by emergency you mean jealousy. You know what happens once you use your lucky charm. You only have minutes before... I turn back, I know, but...
Okay, let me get this straight. Just so I can properly understand. You get one shot before you're completely out of power. And what's more, that one shot amounted to creating a record and throwing it. Superhero of the year, everybody. Best superpower ever, as long as you don't miss or use it on something stupid. It's like if Hawkeye had only one arrow. It's not like he'll miss, but come on, it's only one arrow. So, Mr. Evilly Definitely Not Adrian's father, I think I see how you can finally defeat this Ladybug. Send more than one goon. Whether she hits the first one or not, she's still screwed. So before Hero Rising can continue, she needs to recharge this thingy. And fortunately, it runs on cookies!
Cowabunga! Cookies!
But before she can jump back into the fight, she needs to take a moment for what's really important in the show. Why, signing her birthday present for her crush, of course. So with drama finally done, we proceed with a superhero smackdown. And one more extended transformation scene later, and now both heroes are finally focused on the fight. And it's fairly well done until... Cursed bubbles!
Total party poopers, just like adults.
Kids need adults!
False. Kids need freedom, fun, let loose and live it up. Adults are controlling and bossy.
But adults keep children safe and protected. They care for their kids. They love them.
Oh, stop with the monologuing morals and pop the bubble with your claws, you stupid cat! No, we need to squeeze out a little bit more cheese.
We can't stay stuck in this bubble together forever.
Keep your claws to yourself, you perverted creep. They finally pop the bubble and square off against the bubbler again. And when they finally do... It's actually a pretty good action scene. Finally, Ladybug uses her ultimate one-hit power and...
Your plumbing skills gonna help us out?
No, these one-liners are just as cheesy as the storyline in this. So it turns out Ladybug has an additional degree of power equipped within her. The power may give her a random object with a one-time use, but it's gracious enough to show her exactly what to do with it to thwart the villain. I guess that's not as bad, but still, if you botch it, the world's screwed. So thanks to the wrench doing this...
Cat Noir, cover me!
Go on!
They're able to subdue the villain, and with one last super posy power thing... Give it a second.
Time to de-evilize!
The evil butterfly is captured and turned white. Because that's what we were doing. A little bit more explanation would be nice. The mastermind Mothman is foiled. Wait, hold on. You can peep out this window and see everything going on, but you can't figure out who these two are, despite their outfits aren't exactly preserving their secret identities very well. Everything is restored to how it was, and people go on about the day like nothing happened. And in the end, evil triumphs. Wait, what? Yeah, remember that gift our heroine was trying to give to the boy she was stalking? The secretary stole it and said it was from his father. So, happy ending.
You're the one who knitted the scarf. But he seems so happy about his dad.
So that was France's take on Sailor Moon. It was cheese. Cheesy one-liners, cheesy story, ultra cheesy will they, won't they drama stretched all the way through. I'd like to say I was expecting more superhero saving the day thing, but looking at the costume design choices, I can't definitively say what I was expecting to find in this. But after glancing at the other show's villains they encounter, I think that is actually the point. A cheesy superhero show, where the villains are even more absurdly dressed than the heroes, and their plans and schemes are just absurdly entertaining. And what really helps me to see it from this point of view is that it looks really good. The character designs and the way they move, it's really well made. So this had to be intentional. These goofy, ridiculous outfits had to be intentional. Meaning, maybe everything else is intentional too. The cheesy stories. Maybe that's what this is. The whole thing is meant to be ridiculous. And you know what? Ridiculous cheese is actually rather entertaining. So if you're a fan of the weird, the cheesy, or the French, this show just might be the show for you. I am the Great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk Review. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to me. You also may watch any other videos or support the channel here on Patreon. Bubbles! Cursed bubbles!